So another person says, I'm still confused by the conversation that Marcel and Tisha had because how are we asking about furniture and complaining about the price and ending the convo with agreeing that Tisha can get a brand new SUV? Are they living above their means and don't realize it? Yeah, they is, honey. They was down to the Beyonce concert, honey. Okay, and it's like, what is y'all doing? Okay, listen. Another person says, I want to meet the Scott's parents because I have questions. Yes. Another person comments to that and says, you mean the daddy that allowed his 10 kids to be temporarily homeless? I think their mother left their father and they subconsciously blame her because even though they purchased a home for their mom, their disrespect of women is highly problematic. Plus, I recall Maurice talking about their parents going out on sporadic dates and the kids hoped they would reconcile, but they never did. I remember that. Now, the person says, I like that it was a Martell-less episode. Yeah. Another person says, I'm convinced Marceau is a troll. He trolls the cast, the viewers. I cannot take him seriously at all. Yeah, some of y'all, though, y'all was laughing at Marceau. Oh, I don't take Marceau so seriously. Oh, he's funny. And don't get me wrong, you know, he could be funny sometimes, but, like, it's really sad, you guys, the things that he says. He's very offensive. He's very, like, sexist towards women. He told Miss Nail, I thought that she was only, you know, Chris's pretty wife. Like, he didn't expect for her to be educated, to be an entrepreneur. You know, he has a very low opinion of women because of the dingbat that he's married to. Okay? I had to, okay? I had to say a little something. Don't be coming from me, brand new. Tisha, spell it. Okay? What can you say to Portia? Spell it. Okay? Sure. You got a dark soul, brand new. You got a real dark soul, just like Mel and Kiki. Another person says, I can't stand Tiffany. She can exit. I hope that someone drags her at the reunion. Postpartum or not, her mouth is gonna cost her. Another person says, I'm sorry, I don't feel sorry for Tiffany. Lewis tried to tell her. I told y'all this baby thing with Tiffany, honey, was going to come back to bite her in the butt. Tiffany has codependency issues. Remember, Dr. Francis was trying to tell her, you know, like, you don't need to have another baby. You know, you need to work out these issues that you have had since childhood. You were adopted, so naturally you feel neglected, you feel abandoned, you have abandonment issues. That's why a lot of people, and she wouldn't be the first or the last, right? That's why a lot of people have codependency issues, but instead of doing, the self-care and the self-work, you know, Tiffany thought that, yeah, I'll just have another baby with my husband that doesn't want another baby. Okay, that was her silly ass logic. And Carlos, please don't let her skate over this at the reunion. Can we get Dr. Francis at the reunion? I love me some Dr. Francis, honey, and I love his wife, honey. They are some good people, honey. Okay, I like them. But, yeah, that's why Marceau didn't want to go back to Dr. Francis, because that Dr. Francis, honey, is the truth. Okay? And see, they don't want to be around people that are truthful, that will keep them honest. Because at the end of the day, you guys, iron sharpens iron, right? You need people to be able to call you out on your bullshiggity and, you know, call you out for how you treat other people. You know, you need that honesty in your life if you want to become a better human being. But, you know, the Scotts, you know, they feel attacked. They want to run out of the scenes, honey. Okay. Another person says, Tisha and Marceau, we see right through you. Marceau is an expert gaslighter. Kudos to the Fletchers for seeing the bullshiggity. I am here for Mel speaking up and not holding back. I also love how she was encouraging to Kiki. Yeah, that's amazing. I really like that. You really want people in your corner, you guys, like that when everybody else is giving up on you, they done thrown in the towel, to have somebody like Mel that still is speaking life into you, that's a blessing. So yeah, I hope Kiki, she does right by Melody, because Melody, really cares for her. Unlike that cousin, honey. Okay? Or that wasn't when she was your cousin. Another person says Tisha was shading the Fletchers because of Chris's statement last year that Marceau wasn't with him the whole time in Atlanta. She and Marceau were trying to get back at them by not inviting them to the Expo. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good ass point, actually. It's a really good point. Okay. Another person says Marceau wants smoke and Mel is going to give it to him. You know what? Martell is going to get at him too and remind him, of all the things he's did for them as well. Because they like to minimize and put Martell, and y'all know how I feel about Hook-Headed, honey. I am not his biggest fan, but, they just try to make it look like, oh, he just cheated on Mel and he a ain't shit nigga. Like, they have their way of minimizing people, even if some of it is true, because it is. But that's not all Martell is. Martell has, made moves. Now, most of those moves was with Mel, but nevertheless, honey, he made them, okay? He helped to make them, so you can't take that from him. And that's how they even try to do him. That's why I'll be looking at him sideways. Like, why do you keep inviting these people? Like, why did you invite these people when you and Mel and the kids was out in Orlando? Like, what is you doing? Okay. Another person says, I'm wondering how Martell is going to feel when he hears his old boy say he ain't got ish. And we need to put Carlos on blast, because he likes to tiptoe around the BS. I just hope at the reunion we get, our questions answered. I feel like sometimes they choose to talk about the same bullshiggity at the reunion, and I'm sick of it. I want to know certain stuff about Tiffany and her codependency issues. I mean, if she go be on the show, honey, we might as well call it out. Where the hell Big Lou at? Okay, Big Lou put that bun in that oven and said, honey, you go raise that child, okay? Like, where the hell he at, honey? He was never gone like this. Okay, so I don't know, honey. It's sad, though. I hope that Big Lou and Tiffany, honey, can work it out. Okay. Oh, so another person says, Nell proved why Tisha may have been hesitant to befriend her. She went back and